In this video, we're going to go over a lesson that applies to marketing called story appeal. Story appeal, more or less, is the fact that stories are how humans have communicated literally forever, right? So from caveman days, the origins of human communication, to modern day communication in the form of Disney movies, right? And ultimately, the root of human importance of stories is just tribal gossip, right? Kind of alluding back to the caveman days, the most basic of human of communications, right? Around the fire, it's about determining who's our friends versus who's our enemies, right? Who are good people versus who are bad people. And ultimately, that's exactly it, right? Stories are about people, right? So do not just include stories that focus on numbers or stats or data, figures, facts, etc., right? Include people in your story and ultimately include people in your marketing, right? To make it more engaging to the consumer. And really what we want to do is follow the hero's journey, right? And how that follows and how that's going to be most optimized is by making the customer the hero, right? We're just the guide of that hero's journey, of their own hero's journey, really. And also, when it comes to stories, right, we're inundated in living in this business while customers are not, right? Or prospects are not. People that are not involved in the business are not living this day to day, right? So what is ordinary to us is unknown to the customer, right? So the story of the business, the process, etc. All these things can be insightful as a form of a story to that consumer. And also certain details of stories imbue the consumer's intention, right? So maybe things like characters that remind the consumer of themselves, right? We want the stories in our, the characters in our story, I'll call them, to resemble our customers, right? We want them to see themselves in the hero. Even images that show the consumer the benefit of the solution, right? That's why in marketing you see so many smiley, happy people, right? You don't see mad, upset, sad people. That wouldn't sell very well. You want to see people using a product or service and them resulting in being smiling and happy and contagious, etc. Right? Even things like memorable personalities, whether they be real or fictitious. The point is, personalities appeal to people, right? Soulless corporations do not appeal to people quite as much. Even character quirks are a really interesting thing to apply into a character within a story. How can we make that character stand out in a way that they become more memorable? A silly line is like, how did that character get the eye patch? Clearly, if you see some quirk within a character, that character is probably going to be more memorable than someone that just blends in, right? And even beyond people, things like animals, right? Dogs' faces, cats' faces, right? That's why so many the viral videos are based on animals, right? Little kitten playing some piano, whatever it is, right? So here's some tips about creating a story appeal within our marketing.